What's going on, guys? GRIEZMANN here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a transfer video. I know a lot of you guys actually subbed to me simply for transfers, and we're so close to the January transfer window now. I was like, you know what, let's try and get the ball rolling and start off. I know I'm going to say this from the very start, my schedule so far last like 3 or 4 months has been horrendous. I haven't explained why in a previous video, but I'm trying to get back on track, and hopefully the January transfer window is a good opportunity for that, because I want to be uploading every single day from January 1st, 8:30 every day, the transfer video basically, an update of confirmed deals and the best rumours. So the transfer videos won't be daily just yet. I'll probably do a couple more episodes between now and the 1st of January, but from then, again, expect it every single day at 8:30. So as always, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, or you should enjoy a transfer, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press the subscribe button for more. I also press the notifications tab down below to receive alerts about my videos every single time I upload. And also in the comment section below, what player, if you could sign anyone in January, a realistic target at least, who do you want your club to sign and why? Let me know down below in the comments section. So today, I'm actually going to start by saying this year's going to be a little bit different to last year, because FIFA 17, FIFA 16 and whatnot, I had that web app view available to me, but obviously, as you know, on FIFA 18, the web app this year, it looks a lot different and it doesn't really work for transfer videos basically. So we're going the graphic approach and doing some graphics on Photoshop and whatnot, and hopefully it should be better to look at. So let's jump into the confirmed transfers. We've got 4 players to look at today. I could have put a lot more in here, but as you may know, of course, the window isn't open just yet. But in the MLS in America, it is, and trades are going on. And I'm covering like basically the 4 biggest transfers that happened so far that I've seen in the last few days. So first, I've got Kai Kamara going from New England Revolution to Vancouver Whitecaps on a trade deal. And again, I explained back in the summer, I'm not 100% certain how transfers actually work in America. I think it's like allocated money and also allocated draft slots or something. And on top of that is also some other things. So I'm not really sure as of yet, but Kai Kamara is part of a trade deal. As is Kenwyne Jones going to Sporting Kansas City from Atlanta United after just 1 year of being there. Again, trade deal. Then we've got Lawrence Seaman going to Los Angeles FC. I believe they start in March, the very first year in the MLS, and their badge, by the way, the gold and black, it's my current one on FIFA Ultimate Team. It's so nice to look at, and hopefully their kit, it's nice as well. So the Belgian centre back has joined them from Montreal Impact, again, finally on a trade deal. And last player is going to Nagbe, going to Atlanta United from Portland Timbers. Trade deal, but I actually read the other day from the MLS Twitter account, I think it's like a record for the MLS like allocated money or something. I read like $1.6 million. I could be completely wrong there, but I think it's like a record of some sorts, and either way, it's a good signing. So the very start of January, of course, there'll be a lot more confirmed transfers to get through, but today, just the 4 MLS ones. But now, let's jump on to the rumours, and the very first one is a Liverpool player, being Marco Grujic. Today, according to Takvim via TalkSport, representatives from Turkish club Fenerbahce flying to Liverpool in a bid to secure a loan deal for Serbian midfielder Marco Grujic, who's 21 years old. And obviously alongside them, we have a second rumour which goes alongside Brighton and Aston Villa. According to Liverpool Echo today, Liverpool midfielder Marco Grujic is wanted by Brighton and Aston Villa on loan this January. And Liverpool actually signed Marco Grujic nearly 2 years ago, but of course they enjoyed him last summer, and he hasn't really played too much. So it's one thing about him, game time, it's definitely been lacking. I know he's been playing for under 23s and reserves and stuff like that, but he needs first team football to progress now, and I think is actually part of the Serbian national team, or at least part of the under 21s, so he may be trying to push for a World Cup spot. I believe his agent has publicly said that he wants him to go out on loan to an English club, so he doesn't repeat what Markovic done, also another Liverpool player who went out on loan and really since then has gone downhill. Next up, we go on to Lucas Moura of Paris Saint-Germain, and according to Goal.com today, PSG's Lucas has passed his medical at Chinese Super League side Beijing Guoan, and he will sign with them next month. So is it a surprise he's leaving PSG? In my opinion, not at all, and he has been able to move to China a fair amount of times now. In regards to the fee, I've not seen much floating about, but I imagine from a Chinese Super League side, PSG, they're getting a fair amount back. And I can't remember if from FIFA 17 they took players out of packs that went to China. I think, did they? I honestly can't remember. But either way, Lucas, it means he wouldn't be on FIFA 19 technically if the CSL is not on the game. Hopefully it is, because I know recently, last like a few months or so, the CSL has died down quite a bit because of new restrictions on transfers. But there are still quite a few very good players playing there. Then we move on to another Brazilian. This time we got Fabinho from Monaco. And on Friday night, he actually got a goal and an assist, so should be getting in form this week. And I mean, that card is based on anyways fantastic in game. It's like an 85 rating form card. He'll be absolutely insane. But either way, on to actual transfer rumour itself. According to Tutto Sport today via TalkSport, Manchester United will battle Juventus for the signing of Monaco and Brazil midfielder Fabinho, who is 24 years old. It's definitely not the first time he's been linked to a move to Manchester United. In fact, 2 years ago now, when he was playing as a fullback for Monaco, I think it was, he was also linked to him back then. But now, as a CDM, again linked to a move to United. And Juve is still in for a DM. They've been linked to Nzonzi, mainly Emery Chan, a free transfer for next summer. And they may actually get him in January. Who knows? A pre-contract agreement may be reached there. And Fabinho, he probably fits that build, and he'd be great wherever he goes. He was linked to Paris Saint-Germain back in the summer for like £40 million, so potentially that could be around the right fee. Next up, we go on to Thomas Lemar, another Monaco player. And this time, according to the Daily Mirror, Monaco winger Thomas Lemar is wanted by Chelsea, who are preparing a player plus cash deal involving striker Michy Batshuayi to go to Monaco in the other direction. And that also leads us to the second part of this transfer rumour. According to London Evening Standard today, Batshuayi is 24 years old, hopes to leave Chelsea on loan next month to ease fears over losing his place in the Belgian national squad for the World Cup in 2018. I'm not sure how much it would take off the overall cost for Thomas Lemar, because obviously back in the summer was linked to Arsenal, Barca and Liverpool for around £90 million. At the start of the window, Arsenal were prepared to pay like 45 mil for him. Then as close to deadline day, I think it was deadline day itself, and obviously rumours saying Coutinho could be going to Barca, and Liverpool apparently willing to pay 90 mil for him. And obviously Alexis Sanchez could have gone to Man City, and Arsenal's replacement would have been Thomas Lemar, again for around 90 mil. The articles do say it's still valued at around £80 million by Monaco. It's dropped ever so slightly because this season is definitely a transitional period. Lost a lot of key players like Mbappe, like Bernardo Silva, and also like, what's his name, Benjamin Mendy. And Lemar, he could be next on that list. And who knows, there could be something else involved in this deal, because they could say, you know what, 40 mil for Lemar, you can have Batshuayi on loan, there's an option to buy in there as well. And of course, an option to buy would definitely take a lot of money off the Thomas Lemar potential price. Next up, we go on to Daily Blind, and according to Market today, Barcelona are keen to sign Manchester United's versatile Netherlands defender Daily Blind. He's 27 years old currently, and is on a free transfer when his contract expires at the end of the season. There are quite a few big names that can talk to clubs in January about a new transfer, on a free transfer basically. Like I said before, Emery Chan for Liverpool is definitely one of those, but Daily Blind also on that list. And for Barca, again, it's versatile in the actual article itself. He can play as a fullback, can play as a CDM or a centre back. And it is quite unlikely, but Barca may try and get him for a very cheap price in January, so United do get some kind of money for him. Next up, we go on to Virgil van Dijk, probably one of the biggest sagas over the summer transfer window, of course, to Liverpool. And according to Liverpool Echo today, Liverpool remain keen on signing Southampton's 26-year-old Netherlands defender, Virgil van Dijk, in January. However, according to Goal.com today, Man City also want to add a centre-back to their squad in January, and may also look to move for Van Dijk, although the Premier League leaders are also interested in Real Sociedad Inigo Martinez. And out of Man City and Liverpool, who needs Van Dijk the most? You'd probably definitely say Liverpool right now. If we're going back in the summer, maybe our defensive issues this season, it wouldn't be as bad. But Man City so far, honestly one of the best teams we've ever seen in the Premier League era. I believe they reached like 15 wins in the bounce midweek, and later today, obviously yesterday for you guys watching this video, they would have played Tottenham, maybe get 16 wins in a row. If they do, it's absolute madness. So Van Dijk at Man City, it'd make their great team even better. At Liverpool, it could help stop the defensive issues. And the rumoured fee back in the summer was £75 to £80 million. I imagine it might have dropped ever so slightly since then, because obviously it's January transfer window. Teams aren't really willing to spend as much, so maybe it could be like 60 to 70 mil. Either way, could be one to look out for. Next up, we go on to Antoine Griezmann. And of course, again, like Van Dijk back in the summer, very early stages of summer, it was a huge transfer saga. And according to Daily Mail today via L'Equipe, Atletico Madrid manager Diego Simeone has reassured France forward Antoine Griezmann he will eventually be able to leave the La Liga club. Griezmann is expected to remain at Atletico for the remainder of the season, but it appears during next summer he'll be given the go-ahead to be able to leave. So they haven't actually named any in particular clubs in the article itself, but I've put Manchester United and Barca there. It makes sense in my opinion, because obviously last summer was into United anyway, and they ended up getting Lukaku, so it's not a bad option there. And Barca, they have been heavily linked to him. In fact, Marca, I think before, was saying his favourites to go to Barca instead. And a hyperlink between Dembele and Griezmann would be absolutely nuts. Obviously, Pogba and Martial at Manchester United as well would be crazy. But I mean, Griezmann, he probably could suit Barca a little bit better, because so far this season, Suarez, and in fact last season for a little bit as well, he's not really been the form that we're used to for Luis Suarez. He was known as being the best striker in the world, but this year, not so much. Like 2017 in particular, he has still scored goals, but nowhere near as many as their previous seasons. So Griezmann at Barca again, it could cost him a lot of money. Will they do it? We'll have to wait and see. Next up, we go on to Mohamed Salah, one of the most informed players in world football right now for Liverpool. And according to various different sources today, Real Madrid manager Zinedine Zidane says Liverpool forward Salah is a player I rate a lot. Following the Egyptian national team's coach saying the Spanish club were going to make a move for him. So not only have we got to worry about Coutinho potentially going to Barca or PSG, we also have Real Madrid potentially interested in Mohamed Salah just a few months after he's joined us. And you can see why teams like Real Madrid are interested in him already, because last season for Roma, I think he scored 19 goals in all competitions, whereas this year so far, in December, he already has 19 goals in 24 games. Now, do I think Liverpool would sell him already? Definitely not, because he signed a long-term contract, no release clause in there of what I'm aware of, and it wouldn't look good in the club at all either. If you buy a player for a very, very good fee considering the market right now, like 35 to 38 million pounds, and then sell him for a massive profit, okay, like for the financial status, it looks very good, but for a club selling a player that quickly, it just wouldn't go down well at all with the fans. But again, there could be more to watch out for on that transfer rumour. Next up, we go on to Mesut Ozil, and potential last one for the episode today. According to Daily Mirror again, Jose Mourinho is ready to offload Armenian midfielder Henrikh Mkhitaryan in the summer and wants to sign Arsenal and Germany playmaker Mesut Ozil as his replacement. And we all know that Arsenal have got a lot of players currently on the last year of their contract, including players like Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez. So next summer, potentially Ozil and Sanchez could be leaving on a free transfer, which, to be fair, I mean, that's a ballsy move, because they could have got a lot of money for them, but they now run the risk of losing both those world-class players on a free transfer. And Henrikh Mkhitaryan started the season in great form for Manchester United, and I think I read somewhere yesterday that apparently him and Mourinho, they had a bit of a bust-up. His form started to decline. I think the reason the actual argument took place, I believe I read it was like a training centre or something. They're going through video analysis, and it broke out from there. So that could be nothing. It could be absolute BS there. But if that is the reason he's been dropped, maybe Henrikh Mkhitaryan could be looking for a new club in the summer. And again, Mesut Ozil, I know it says winter transfers, but he could be a Manchester United player in the summer transfer window. And also, like I said about David Blind, maybe United could offer something like quite a low fee, not offering too much for a player. It could be a free transfer in 6 months' time. But I can't see Arsenal accepting an offer like that from a club, especially a rival in Manchester United. But that is going to be the end of this video, guys. So as always, if you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome and greatly appreciated. If you're new to my channel, make sure to press the subscribe button for more. Also for more transfer content. In the comment section below, let me know what player you want your club to sign this January transfer window. Also let me know your thoughts on the transfer rumours. And finally, if you missed my previous video, it's down below in the comment section. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.